Right, Denzel, how was Lovebox?
Yeah, so Lovebox Saturday like it was a last minute thing, you know. So the week before, my boy Mo, he'd just been tapping me, let's go Lovebox, go Lovebox. I was just putting it off. But then literally so it was a Saturday, so the Thursday night I just found out loads like loads of my boys were going from school, like some other girl I knew was going. So literally the day before, just put a post on the Facebook, saying, like I'm looking for a ticket to Lovebox. Luckily, same day, a girl who used to go to Hull as well. Actually, she messaged me saying, yeah, she's got one ticket. She's going on holiday. Yeah, she's good to sell it. So cop that, and then obviously had to get the fresh cut, everything.
Well, how much did you pay?
Paid 60.
Mad, because so bare people that I know that paid like 250.
Yeah, no, imagine this girl. Yeah, she paid £136 for the ticket.
Mad.
Because she got on some website called Viagogo, where I don't know if people resell the ticket on there, and then at the last minute, people will be buying tickets and the prices will just be a madness. So I even went on there on that day and the ticket price was 156. But yeah, so bought the ticket. Then the next day I went and it was a vibe, man. The weather was on point. I think the day before I would have liked to go to that because Skepta played and apparently he just shut down the show. He's had loads of bands recently, so expecting that was live. Because Saturday I get the obviously pre-drinking with the man them before getting around. Let me see, 4 o'clock.
But that's a good time because I've got the festivals bare early and it's just it's all house music for 4 hours, and then it gets into the good shit.
I think when I got there, that's when it was proper starting to bubble. So yeah, get the link up with my boy Mo. It's Jam Supernova, and then she banged. She was
Jam Supernova. Shout out Jam Supernova, you know.
Oh yeah,
she's sick.
Yeah, she's good, man. She was playing dancehall bubblers, man, just getting the crowd going. And I was even with the flipping, the Lord Mayor of Sheffield. So he went to our uni. He was there, literally just vibesing out of us.
What, Lord Mayor of Sheffield?
Yeah, fam, it was a vibe still. It was a vibe.
He's sick, you know.
Yeah, he's the guy, fam.
Yeah.
Banned Donald Trump nicely, and I was loving that, to be honest. But yeah, so she was on, and then after her it was Novelist, so I wanted to see because I hadn't seen him for a couple of years, and then obviously he just dropped his album in April, so he's coming off the back of that, and
yeah.
I wanted to see can this music translate, and his show was it was sick, man. He got the crowd going nicely, tunes like dot 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 with just that it's the 8 bars, it's the minimalist beats, it's the I don't know why he gave me them Dizzy Rascal nostalgic memories.
Yeah.
With this album, and he went off, man, and he played because we spoke about on the last podcast how we can kind of switch between the fast, grimy stuff and then the more slow down kind of Memphis stuff. So he's got a song with Big Prem, his big bro, called Lady One. That's kind of more of the slow kind of Memphis kind of stuff, and it was sick.
No, he is. He's got those little ad libs locked down, hasn't he? I mean, someone shared a video of him performing that track, that one that goes in the hood. I think he played that as well.
Oh yeah.
And that bangs. I can imagine in a festival that's just
Moshpit Central.
Central.
Moshpit Central. It was hella Moshpits, man.
Now,
Too wild.
What was the for you? What was the highlight of the day? Because obviously, I was not just from Lovebox, but a lot of other festivals. People were saying that I think they've definitely got it locked down this year. Compared to previous years, I went to Parklife 2 years ago, and I was very I wasn't blown away. Like, I kind of felt like they were quite lazy with like the main stage, but then they kind of they booked like the very very typical like house stages, the drum and bass stages, the kind of like the slower hip hop stages. But like in terms of like the vibe this year, like how do you feel? Do you feel like it was a lot more balanced out, like, or was it very much like the kind of the same?
No, it was balanced. Like even so, after that, went to see NYD, who like they're just legends in the game. And obviously, you always talk about how like they're your guys with the Neptune's productions and that, and like they were good. For that, I was quite far back, so like the sound didn't really travel. But
Did they perform their new shit or their old shit as well?
no, they mixed in everything. Yeah, so like
Nice.
old stuff, new stuff. So they were good, and then from there saw Mira Massa. So that's a whole different vibe, more on the electronic kind of dance vibe.
Yeah.
And then he's got the new song with Octavia, Move Me, which is like
Bang.
summer hit. And like he was just pure vibes, man. Like, and he's not just like where he will DJ. He'll actually have like all the different instruments around him, like from the percussion to guitar to like the keys, and he'll just be like jumping from instrument, like playing the stuff. So like,
I mean, you know what's mad about him is that like a lot like most of us as producers, like he is literally just a bedroom producer and DJ. Like in a lot of his interviews, like he says like he's like sitting in Abbey Road. He's got his album nominated for a Grammy. And he's literally like, yeah, I make all my music on like a laptop and headphones.
that's nuts.
Because that's what I find nuts is like the progression from him just being like a guy sitting in his bedroom making beats, putting them on SoundCloud, to a guy working with like ASAP Rocky, Charlie XCX, and having like a Grammy nominated album.
Yeah,
Like that is nuts.
and I guess it's just that summer vibes music that you can't not dance to it, man. Like,
Yeah,
just produces pure vibes.
yeah.
But yeah, no, he was sick, to be fair to him. And then who else did I see after? Bonobo was there as well, which is just like,
Oh, you're repping the
repping
T,
my
gang.
I got a shout him out. He slightly helped me get through uni. He used to bang his albums
Oh, but
out.
no, yeah.
I was writing.
Yeah, that's the studying soundtrack, right?
Yeah. So I saw him at Alexander Palace like a month before, and he was sick. And like, yeah, he's kind of like not that typical festival music where you're dancing. It's more like you kind of just take in the music
Vibe, yeah.
You vibes out to it. So yeah, he was good. And then yeah, from there was like Childish Gambino, the headliner. Like he put on a show, man. Like, from his background dancers to the lights, and obviously coming off of This Is America, which he ended up closing with as well. Like he's got big songs as well. So
He gave a bit of well, a lot of them did, but he gave a bit of a speech about like Trump and stuff as well. Obviously, that was kind of all happening.
Oh yeah, that day
week
was mad still. Like even the day before, I just saw like hella people protesting and all of that.
So I know I don't know if it was him, but he was like saying like, yeah, shout out to like that big balloon that's like floating through London right now or something.
They did Trump dirty with that one.
with the big diaper on it as well.
Yeah, but it's mad, like around festivals it's like mad stuff always happens. So around Lovebox it was like Trump, and then the weekend before, the Saturday while I was sick, I didn't go, but that was when like we thought it was confirmed that football was coming home basically.
And it didn't come home.
Yeah, it didn't go home. But yeah, I was like in the streets, even going past Old Street, Shoreditch, and it was mad.
But you know what? It's even more mad. So on the Wednesday, yeah, when it was Trippier that scored the free kick, right?
Yeah.
So you know what happened? Yeah, so I was like, you know what? It's Wednesday. They've just scored. It's coming home. I'm gonna go on Sports Direct and I'm gonna order like an England shirt. Yeah. So I literally put in the order. I literally no. This is not a lie. Yeah. I put on the order. I went check out, and then Croatia scored. And I went on Sports Direct and said like, what's the refund policy? Yeah. Obviously they won, so I was like, nah, I want a refund straight away. Oh, it was so bad.
Nah, yeah, buying that one.
Nah, I'm not. Yeah, I want that. I want. To be honest, I wanted those 2 stars in that jersey. I was like,
Yeah, no,
I was like, that's gonna happen.
That would have been. We all thought it was coming in, but England they didn't meet up to our expectations. But yeah, so that weekend it was wireless, and even that, like, I guess what wireless tried to do with their lineups, what I see is they just try and get all the biggest acts in the UK as like their main group of people, and then obviously you have the big American stars. So like on Friday you had Post Malone, which is understandable. He's had like loads of hits this year. Then Saturday, oh yeah, it was the Migos, and yeah, apparently that was live as well. They had the auto-tune mic sounding like
crispy,
yeah. And then on the Sunday, obviously that's where DJ Khaled was easy and cool on vacation, and then you had Giggs and Drake. So yeah, I don't know. I think the balance with wireless was good this year.
You know who doesn't get booked enough in the UK at UK festivals that I think shuts it down whenever you see him on YouTube or like whatever is Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. You know, I've actually probably he should be booked more now in it, but I saw him at Wireless like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, and like
his energy's mad.
That was one of the maddest shows I've ever been to. Like he's a rock star that raps basically. Like, he's a complete and utter rock star. Like literally, security tried to shut down the show. Was like, nah, get away. We ain't stopping. Like his shows, his energy and shows are mad. And yeah, that same year, Drake actually headlined, and that was off the back of If You're Reading This It's Too Late. So they normally get it right, Wireless.
Wait, what other festivals are there this year? I feel like there's some more. I mean, obviously Notting Hill Carnival's coming up as well. And normally that's like a very, very varied, like, I don't know, like in terms of stages, it's like boiler rooms, so you can have like DJs or whatever, but I don't really know, there isn't really any to like close off the summer. I mean, there isn't a Glastonbury this year. I think has Reading been and gone?
Yeah, I think it has, yeah, it's gone.
Which is, I feel it's more of a rock festival, but I don't know, like, it'd be good to like see, now that we've had this year of like festivals with like the summer, like obviously the summer's been great this year, it's been warm and like everything. I think it's good that there's been a bit more effort put into the lineups. Cause I felt like it kind of got a bit lazy last few years. Like,
well, I guess even with Wireless, there was that whole issue of not enough women being booked on the show, and they tried to fix it by making an all women stage, but I just thought with that they missed the mark, like.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because you got people like IMDb, you got Georgia Smith. There's women out there who are sick, and like.
But even then, like why have a women only stage when you can merge it all together, like have a mix.
That's what they should have done, but.
Because I mean, Georgia Smith is like at like worldwide status now. Like she could kill like a main stage, I think, with like the right production and whatever.
I mean, they had like SZA at Lovebox on the Friday.
SZA's sick, you know.
Yeah, she's kind of that same kind of vibe. So you can definitely have that same type of artist, but maybe they're thinking, for the bigger stage, we want artists who are more gonna hype up the crowd, which I definitely think someone like IMDb could come in and do, to be honest. But I say like it's in Croatia, but Outlook is normally a summer close as well, because that's in like September. To be honest, it's basically a UK festival out in Croatia, because you got all the biggest acts. I think this year's Bonobo's out there. I think Jamie Rodigan, Jay Huss as well. Hopefully he'll be able to make that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Outlook, they normally get it right on the balance, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I think they'll shut it down. And obviously, obviously AJ Tracy's been doing his like festival rounds as well this year, and I mean he's getting like worldwide support now as well. So I think it's good that they're really pushing it, even like with like international festivals like Outlook. I mean Outlook, even from like 4 or 5 years ago, like when we met, like. I think you like started going to Outlook, and you were always like, yeah, like you feel like you're in the UK, but you're just like in a different country.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And like speaking of AJ Tracy, he was actually at last year's Outlook, which was disgusting, man. Like literally, it was torrential rain nearly like
They got
every
shut
day.
down, right?
Well, yeah, no, like a lot of the nights they had to end the music early because I think with Outlook, it's like in Croatia
On the
near
beach.
the beach.
Yeah.
So you're expecting, the weather's always gonna be nice. Like you're not expecting torrential rain. So I don't think they're really well equipped for that type of weather.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, on that, the last day there was like Nines, AJ Tracy, and like AJ Tracy. He recently, I don't know if you've heard the song Butterflies, which he came out recently, and that was kind of polarizing because I guess people are saying with him like he's kind of moving away from like his kind of grime rap style to experimenting, but I feel it, to be honest. I like it. Like,
I mean, he's experimenting a bit like Novelist did. Like, you know, I mean, Novelist has got a very, I guess you could kind of say like a festival-friendly sound, but he's still keeping true to his grime roots and, you know, with all those like minimal beats and Memphis beats and stuff. And I think that's what's great about AJ Tracy is he can go around festivals and he can do pretty much the same, but he can experiment with his sound a little bit and find what fits.
yeah.
Cause
Well, I think he's being smart. He knows that if he comes out with just like a gritty grime tune, that ain't gonna be played on the main stage.
yeah.
But with songs like Butterflies, that is a song that he can play on the main stage. And I mean, he got Notes involved with that as well, who's got like loads of festival-ready tracks as well. He came out with an EP actually on Friday, which is a pretty good listen. So yeah, like I think as a festival and as an artist, basically, you just gotta look for the balance and like look to hit as many demographics as you can.